Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to show how you can connect an IP-224 from Telex to a Codan base radio. And we're going to use the CSoft console over here to control the Telex. And we've got a portable here to show it in action. So let's just give a demo real quick just to see how it works. If I come over here and I change the frequency, you can see over here on my channel change, I'll get I got the transmit's changing channels. I'll go ahead and do a test count here. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go along using the VoIP control over here to the Telex, and then on the back journey it's the same way. We go through the receiver, back through the machine over here to the console, and we come out over here. So that's the back and forth with it, and we're going to get into the details about how you program the Codan and how you do the jumper setup there in the back with the connections, and also show you how to do the programming of the IP-224 to complete the project. So alright, we're going to go from here. I'm going to start like I said, going into some details, and we'll get into the programming of the different devices. So stand by for that. Okay guys, when we take a look at the back of the Codan, we'll see I'm using the mounting blocks here to get my wires in. You can also use the DB25 connectors as well. And then from the cable there, we're going up to the DB37 on the IP-224. The only changes that you have to make on the Codan is to turn switch 9 number 1 on to the up position, and they're located right behind this panel, but it's easier just to take the 4 side screws off, and you can lift the entire back panel to get access to the motherboard. And there's 5 jumpers, JU1 through JU5, and you just have to put a little blob of solder on top of each one. But that's the only mechanical mods, if you will, or changes on the Codan. So, all right. Okay, guys, let's take a closer look at the schematic and the programming of the devices. To start off here, I want to let me enlarge this some. And just wanted to show you the DB37 to the backplane here, the wiring diagram with a close-up of the pins and the functions. I took away all the unnecessary functions like the PL tone and all that stuff out, so let you get a look at that. And we're going to be going over the setup here on the alignment here just a little bit. It's very easy to do. I'll show you how to do that. And I'm also including on here, in case you don't have the built-in TR relay panel, this is just kind of a make it yourself TR relay circuit, and you can get your own coaxial relay to use. But just wanted to show that. And over here on the back auxiliary board, let me get a little bit smaller here. Not that small. On the auxiliary board here, this is where you're going to just do that one switch. And on the S9, and down here is those other 5 jumpers that you have to put the solder blob on the actual motherboard. This allows them to have the remote channel select to be able to be active. And this one over here is the same thing. It's just another activation to say you want to get your channel select from the terminal blocks over here. So, anyway. All right, well, let's take a look at the programming itself. I'm going to pull up the Telex screen here, and the first thing I want to look at is over in the hardware, and you want to see I have it. I'm only using line 1, and we're in local mode here, and 4-wire balanced, 600 ohms all the way, pull up to 5 volts DC, and that's all you need for the hardware section. Over here in the multicast, I'll show you what I got going on. I'm only using the one line, but I go ahead and I duplicate the second completely, and that includes on the line settings and everything, so that just in case I have a failure, I can always enable the other channel, and maybe the failure is just on the one radio side, not the other, so it's kind of like my backup just in case the top one fails. But anyway, we're here in local mode, and I'm using the G711 64K for the best audio quality, and I'm doing unicasting instead of multicasting. So I'm just sending from the individual console to the individual IP-224. So this would be the IP address of the console that I'm sending and receiving from. Now let's take a look at the gains, and I have the gains essentially just all zeroed out totally, and I'm not using AGC, so nothing on that. Now let's take a look at the per line setup. Okay, you see we're in local mode here, and I don't need any CTCSS. If you come down here, this is the really important section here. So you only want to enable as many frequencies as you need. Don't have a whole bunch, because you can have up to yeah, as you can see, the drop down goes way up. You can have hundreds, and unfortunately they usually default and enable the first 100, so you have to go in here and get it all done. When you're when you think you got them all cleared, you can check right here with the boot up, and this will only show you the ones that are enabled. So this is kind of like your enabled list, if you will. So you want to get that down to the minimum possible. And now here comes the big kicker, which is the digital output, and this is very important for changing channels. So channel 1 on the Codan is actually all zeros on the channel steering lines. So that's why you have a digital output of 0, and then channel 2 is 1 and channel 3 is 2. So you'll have the stagger to always be 1 less than the channel number that you're actually trying to access. So in this case, I'm doing 3 frequencies, and so I'll go 0, 1, 2 for my digital output. We're going to be utilizing COR, not LAM, so make sure that's turned off. And no other features or things. We're providing a hard ground, so you don't have to click any of the common to grounds on this for the relay. And we're not doing any kind of decoding or anything like that. So it just makes it real nice and simple and plain Jane. And like I said, and I duplicate all these things on the second line side as well, so that we have that backup feature to go to. Now on the all the other stuff like the cross patch, all of those kind of things are all just disabled. I'm not using any of that. So just real plain Jane, nothing fancy. So The one thing that I will show you is that it's got a cool screen in this system status, so that when you're doing the alignment, you can actually look here on the screen to get the audio level when you're doing hooked up with the service monitor. But you will also see it on the front display of the Telex. So, but it is kind of cool that you can see it from here, and also remotely look to see if you have audio on your line from a distant location if you're not right there to see the front display. Okay, so let me also, while we're in that mode, let me go ahead and pull up the CSoft Designer. As you can see here, I just have the most simple little setup here with just the three channels and a push-to-talk and volume. If I come over here and look at my per line, this is where I got the address of the IP-224 program, same receive transmit port. Over here on the options is where I got it set for the G711. So, and then over here on the frequencies, I just have the 3 frequencies enabled. And as far as the signal setup, we're not doing anything there, just the default generic that comes up. So that's really about it as far as the programming on the CSoft. So that covers the programming and the jumpers and everything. Now I want to go ahead and get into the actual alignment of the radio. We're going to be doing this up here. For this demo, I'm going to go ahead and program channel 1 for analog carrier squelch, even though we're running P25, but just to get the alignment procedure nice and easy, we're going to do it that way. So stand by for the alignment. Okay guys, it's going to now go into doing the transmit and receive adjustment. It's very easy to do. So we're going to start off with the transmitter. I have it hooked up to the service monitor right now, and what we're going to do is go over in the Telex control and go into menu, and we're going to go down to gain adjustments. So we'll select that, and we want transmit output, so we select that, and we're currently set to send a 0 dB tone. So we're going to come down here and we're going to select the tone, and then we'll come over here at the push to talk, and when I select it, it's going to key up the radio and put a 0 dB 1 kilohertz tone on the back, and we're looking for 1.5 kilohertz modulation here on the service monitor, and we can adjust it with the software on the MT4E. Let's get that pulled up. So I have the transmitter connected right now, so if we go in to the service menu here, and then we'll go into deviation levels. This is the balance input is where I'll be making the adjustment here. So let me get that in line over here, and let's see where I can find it over here. We have, oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and select it, and then we'll adjust it from there. So, all right, we're keyed up and we're modulating 1.6. So we're going to come over here and we're going to turn down our balance input until we're at 1.5. There's 1.4. Okay, 1.51. Close enough for me. So we can go ahead and turn it off over here and go ahead and lock in our program, our settings, and that's it. Now we have the transmit deviation set. Let's go ahead and go over to the receive module and do it. So we're going to unplug And we're going to come over here and go into the receiver. Now we're going to go to receiver here, and we'll go service to get to the audio levels. This is our balanced output. This is where we're going to be adjusting for 0 dB, and the adjustment wants a so you're going to do a 1 kilohertz tone at 1.5 kilohertz deviation. So if we come over here and we go on our modulation, we're going to need to change that to 1.5 kilohertz. Okay, and there's our generation. Now we're going to move our RF lead over to the receiver, and we're ready to generate. And we're on. Now we're generating. Okay, and if I come over here and look at my, let me get out of here. Oops. And go receive inputs on my IP-224. I can now see that I'm on my thing here, I'm getting -4. So what I need to do is come in here and adjust my balance out until I get exactly 0. So let me come over here and see if we can't crank it up. -3, -2, -1. There we go. Okay, so now we're putting out 0 dB, and we got it measured here on our IP-224. So let's go ahead and program that in and close out. And that's all you need to do the alignment there. So turn the volume up here a little bit, and that's that. So let me go ahead and turn this off, and just escape out of here. And that's it. That was pretty easy. So that's the alignment procedure. Now I'm going to go in and go back in and program everything for P25. But pretty straightforward and simple. Okay, I hope that helps everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.